As we keep moving along in the season, I really start to question whether we will be a playoff team or not. And we lose quite a few games in a row, even going on a 5-loss streak. Just moving on through the season, after we get to New Year's Eve, we get some really, really bad news. Jabari Parker will be out with a broken right kneecap. As you see, we're going to the roster here, and I'll show you right there. Broken right kneecap, 1 to 2 months. So he's gone for a while. We are very short at power forward for now. We're going to be putting Miles Plumlee into the starting lineup at power forward and moving Johnny O'Bryant up the list in place of Jabari Parker. So we got a game coming up against the Pacers and Paul George. I figured this would be a great test for Jeremy Grant, and here we go. Oh God, he gets a foul. Real early on, he gets a foul there, but he does make up for it with a block there, and then he helps out with the steal. He played very, very well defensively against Paul George, except for the fact that he fouled out in the third quarter. Jeremy Grant and Giannis Antetokounmpo both fouled out in the third quarter, which is really devastating for the team because with Michael Carter-Williams out right now, we only have 2 point guards on the team. I did trust Middleton with the point responsibilities once Giannis went out and Tyler Ennis got tired. And it actually went pretty well for us. But the only reason Indiana really stayed in this game was because how many fouls we had. As you see Jeremy Grant getting his fourth there still in the second quarter. And we actually ended up with the lead going into the second half there. Despite them making a three right at the end, they did end up taking the lead for a short period of time right in the third quarter, but after that it was all us. Even though it was close, the game was close all the way up until the end. It was really not a challenge for the shooting that we have in Middleton and Vaughn, and especially what Greg Monroe can do, because after Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jeremy Grant both fouled out, I was kind of struggling on what to do with the team because those are arguably two of our best players. So I tried mixing things up a little bit, and Greg Monroe, I threw him at power forward. He struggled a little bit at first, but then he started getting his opportunities, and really using him on the pick and roll at power forward is really good for this team because he can out-rebound any other power forward on the floor, except for maybe Anthony Davis or Blake Griffin, but he can stretch the floor at the four a little bit. I think he's a really good center and a power forward for us. So if I need him to come up big in a game, I know he can do it. And he finishes with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you'll see everybody's points here. We really didn't do that well against Paul George. I thought we would have done better. It wasn't Jeremy Grant that really played most of the defense against him because he was in foul trouble really early, and it really sucked for us there. So our bench players had to step up big for this game, and I'm really glad that I know they can now because Reggie Bullock and Damian Inglis actually played decent defense on him. But we could really use Jabari Parker right now. That'll be all for now. I'll see you next time.